This little puppy is living proof of why some say there needs to be a change at Harris County Animal Control. This puppy was brought to Bark, the city's animal shelter, after being hit by a car.
Her leg, it obviously had some severe injuries.
Bark Director David Atencio says he had two choices: euthanize the puppy or waive the 3-day hold rule to let an animal rescue group pick her up.
This is the reason why we work with rescues.
Here's the puppy today. She's expected to make a full recovery. Bark and other animal shelters like Montgomery County and Pasadena have adopted ordinances that allow them to waive the state's 3-day mandatory hold law for animal rescue groups. They all give the same reasons. It saves tax money since the rescue group pays the vet bills, and it frees up space, giving other dogs and cats a better shot at getting adopted instead of euthanized.
It's a humane, decision for us to provide that kind of care for our dogs and cats.
But Harris County never waives the 3-day hold and has no policy in place to ensure animal rescue groups are contacted before they euthanize animals. Bark, the Montgomery County Animal Shelter, Pasadena, they waive the 3-day rule for our rescue group. Have you all ever considered doing that?
No.
In this April interview, Dr. Dawn Blackmar, the director of Harris County Animal Control, made it clear she wasn't interested in changing the status quo.
I don't feel the need to do that right now.
But Blackmar might have to change things if she likes it or not.
We're asking for any dog that is in extreme medical conditions to be released to us.
That's based on the reaction some animal rescue groups got while speaking before Harris County Commissioner's Court.
We are dedicated to the rescue, rehabilitation, and rehoming of dogs, of basset hounds.
Ann and Arnold Ritchie are members of Basset Buddies Rescue Group of Texas. This is their dog, Trooper.
I didn't think he was going to live.
Ritchie showed Commissioner's Court what Trooper looked like when he was picked up from Harris County after the 3-day hold was up.
He was so emaciated that you could count every rib without touching him. His backbone was at a sharp point.
In a different case, this dog, named Hope, became the reason the rescue group contacted Fox 26 Investigates. We can't show you her injuries without masking them because they're so graphic. A vet who saw the dog immediately after the 3-day hold was up says she had to euthanize Hope. Dr. Ruth Ainsworth told us, in her medical opinion, the dog received no medical treatment during her 3-day mandatory stay at Harris County.
It didn't seem to me that any kind of wound care had been performed. No, not even any sort of hydrotherapy, just running water over the wound.
But Harris County Dr. Herminia Palacio disputed that when Commissioner's Court questioned her about it.
This dog received wound care, received 3 days worth of oral antibiotic treatment and 3 days worth of oral pain medication.
I personally have pulled 21 Basset Hounds from Harris County.
Basset Hound Rescue Group member Terry Dridden also spoke to Commissioner's Court about waiving the 3-day hold policy for rescue groups.
Our policy might need to be reviewed, particularly if other counties are already doing what has been said here. And if we don't give up legal custody of the dogs and somebody else can provide better medical treatment, we clearly need to address the subject.
Terry Drennan initiated our investigation into Harris County Animal Control, something the shelter was fully aware of. The day after our initial interview with Blackmar, this Basset Hound was euthanized immediately after the 3-day hold was up. Terry told us she had called days before to pick up the dog after the 3-day hold, something she says she's done 21 times before with no problem.
I feel like it's retaliation.
The shelter told us they had no record of Terry or anyone else calling about the dog. That's why they euthanized him as soon as the 3-day hold was up.
Before you would do this to a dog, why wouldn't you call the rescue group?
Blackmar was at the Commissioner's Court meeting. We asked her again what she thought about waiving the 3-day hold for rescue groups.
Apparently the county attorneys are going to be meeting with us to look into it.
Even though Terry offered Blackmar phone records that she says prove she called about the dog the shelter euthanized, shelter officials remain adamant that no one called, so they euthanized the dog as soon as they legally could.
Is there anything you'd like to say about the dog being euthanized? I mean, don't you at least owe her an apology for it?
Blackmar didn't want to apologize to Terry, even though she's rescued almost 24 dogs from Harris County. Judging by the look Blackmar gave me, it's a good thing the county doesn't allow her to euthanize pesky reporters. Commissioner's Court will take up the issue of changing the 3-day policy for rescue groups during its next meeting. We'll keep you posted. Randy Wallace, Fox 26, investigates.